Hello friends! Today on Crafting with Cocktails, we're going to be patterning out the Thor vest costume thing. Because clearly from this sweet beard I've got, I'm gonna be Thor for Comic-Con. Crafting with cocktails and cats. Oh. First things first, I'm gonna use this craft paper to make a pattern for this. You could use cardboard as well, or tag board, classic cat, so that you have a more sturdy pattern to work with and it won't tear quite as easily or get torn up by a cat. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh my god, get off of that. Let's start with a little cup of cheer. This is such a multifaceted costume. There are so many layers. It looks like most of this is made out of metal and leather, so we're gonna make it out of plastic and vinyl. Let's start by measuring from the shoulder seam here down to roughly where I want it to land. We'll be able to just draw it right here. I'm using a French curve and a see-through ruler.
With paper, you can make the costume for low cost to make sure it'll actually work. Just measure on your body how far different points are from a set point and adjust from there. And use a pencil.
I'm going to cut it out very roughly so that I can drape it on myself and see if it looks okay. That's generally the dimensions that I want. Well, the nice thing about doing this is I can cut this up as much as I want and then just tape it back together if I do something wrong. So winging it is not a problem at this point in time. I'll drink to that. Actually, I should probably, before cutting this all to bits, make a duplicate of it. I have this very handy tool called a pounce wheel. It just makes holes so you can duplicate whatever you're doing onto the other side. Cats are now getting into my booze. We'll have to figure out a few things with this, but generally speaking, I think we got the right shape going. Alright, so there's the basics of it. Far from over, but I'm glad that I started, made a small dent in it. I'll start this back up. It'll be magic. Now I'm at the fabric store, and we're getting some fabulous, shiny fabrics to work with. It's gonna be great. Check out that beard action. Okay, it's the next day. Ooh, I need a cocktail. I need to figure out what the back of this looks like too, because I'm not exactly sure. It's the Thor Ragnarok or the Age of Ultron costume. If they're not the same, they're very similar. I was gonna use a deep brown vinyl for this, and I discovered that almost all of the costume is black or like a super dark gray, so it doesn't have any brown. Gladly, I have some of that. Another thing that I discovered is this is actually a cast thing. The entire thing has been cast in different pieces and then assembled instead of fabric that has been put together. So, not gonna do that. If only I would have known that before, even though I wouldn't have done anything different. I'm mostly just gonna wing it from here. Hi, kitty. Do you know what? Life is too short. What? What do you want? You live, you learn, you drink a little. Cheers, kitty. Why do you want to lay in the middle of my project? Is it because you're a cat and that's all you know how to do? They do so much color correction in all the movies nowadays that you can never tell what color anything actually is just from screenshots. You have to find like behind the scenes pictures and footage. All right, once I get this base vest done, it'll be easy to do the little accessories on top of it, like the weird circle things and whatever. What should we call those? They're like these electric nipples. All right, I'm leaving a little extra at the top of this and along all the sides. Then if I fuck it up, I have a little extra room, you know? Oh, now they're playing with this fabric, Jesus. And luckily, this fabric is the perfect color on the backside for me to just draw directly onto. Hooray! She loves sitting in the bottom of the fabric. See, I pull on it and she's just like, what? I'm tired of this adorableness. I've rescued my fabric from the cats, some fabric scissors, and let's go to town. First piece. Generally, I like it. Maybe make another drink? Yes! At last! Ooh, I just got a little dizzy. I think the drinks are working. I also made mini shepherd's pies earlier tonight, because I'm a domestic goddess. Let's stitch together what I already have. So I'm just gonna start going around and clipping where I need to stitch this, because I don't want to pin it, because that'll put big gaping holes in all of my beautiful fabric. Ooh, I need to start perfecting my Asgardian accent. Sexy, 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 sexy. Think I got it. I did one. Let's take a break and drink or maybe take a nap. My own patterning already confused me. Gladly the cat got off of the pattern so I can use it again. Ew, the boozies are really hitting me now. Hey! Gone around the edges. So there's gonna be a small metal looking piece right here. It'll fit kinda like that. We'll see. It's supposed to look like it's one continuous piece, and of course they molded it, so that's how they created that initially. I might have to cheat it in a little bit so that it still looks smooth. We're gonna try it on one side. If it totally fails, then we will reconvene and see what we can do. So I'm zigzagging these two pieces together. Isn't that right? Actually, it looks kind of badass with that extra stitching on there, so I'm not worried about it. Finished all the edges, and I love how it looks. It's upside down, right? I think winging it was the best idea for us. Okay, I just wanted to give you guys a little close-up of what I did here. Did a zigzag stitch right there to connect those two pieces together, and then did these edges. And then that piece goes over top of it, which is why I even did that in the first place. You can still see that seam, but from far away you won't be able to see anything. Magic! So we are 4 cocktails in, and we have gotten 1 piece done. Technically 3, but who's counting? Nope, cat, stop it! No. I'm already starting not to be able to words anymore. Ooh, hiccup, more. Oh god. The struggle's real. Drink to forget. We're gonna create the piece that goes right here that has the big disc sort of thing that goes around it. Also, I think this is a part of a larger piece that's on the back. I don't know if I want to actually worry about too many of the details. Now that I have these base pieces, I feel like it's the perfect time to start patterning out the metal bits that go on top. I've been racking my brain for what to use for this part. 36 hours until Comic-Con starts. Time to wing it and pray a little. Hooray! Shambles back on track in theory. I would have finished everything last night if I didn't have to transfer all the footage onto my computer. I was working on creating the chest piece. I'm still working on this pattern. This pattern has taken a good amount of time. There's my little chest piece thing. This is adorable. It is tunneling under it. I have so much stuff. Back to your regularly scheduled drunk crafting. That looks pretty good on there. So I'm going to start draping the next piece that I need to attach all of this to. Upon a little further research, I discovered that I didn't even look at the entire costume before I started. My life is a lie. But first, more beverage. Another! Oh, I scared the cat. There are 4 pieces that I need to make right now, and they have a lot of intricate pieces to them, but frankly, I'm a little tired. So we're just gonna kind of wing it and roll with whatever I make. A vest with 2 little tail things on the side and 1 little flap in the front that looks kind of like a mat that you would put in the bottom of your car. The other thing that we need to talk about is how does one get in and out of this fabulous costume? Well, let me tell you, I don't know. The best way that I can think of have some sort of connector in the back, maybe a zipper. Cheers to that. True crafting with cocktail stuff. True craft. Oh my god, I can't words yet again.